Good morning. I just thought I would show you our Christmas decorations. If only that was a real flame. It is, what's the clock say? 6:20. I am the first one up. I just thought I would show you where we've got to with decorations in this room. This is our middle room, it gets called, because I don't really know what else to call it. But this is where we tend to come if we're reading something or just wanting to be a bit quiet, or sometimes the kids come and do their homework and stuff in here. So, but every morning we start off here. Dave has that spot there, although he's not up yet, and I have that spot there, and yeah. That's where we're looking so far with the decorations. I don't think we'll do any more in here. And then in the kitchen, we haven't done any yet. So they will come on, we'll get those done soon. And then the dogs, let me show you the dogs. They're fast asleep still. That is the dog's bed. I mean, anyone would say that's a sofa. Look at Lola's tail. So she likes to bury herself. Morning, Lo. And he is pretending that he doesn't care that I'm up, but he really does. Oh, you want to talk to me now, do you? Morning. Woof woof. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. It's 8:30. I've got a quick 20 minutes before I need to be out the door with the dogs. So I haven't really been on here much over... That's Lola joining me. I haven't really been on here much over the weekend, mostly because I was just Christmas shopping, and either I don't want to give the game away to my kids, or I just felt a bit of an idiot walking around with a camera, to be honest. So the weekend really was, mostly Christmas shopping and a quick trip over to see my mother-in-law and help her put her Christmas decorations up. The only other thing I did, which was really nice, was I met Amy, who is another sewing person who lives locally to me. Met her for coffee on Saturday morning, and she is helping out with the sewing meetup. So we just talked through that. Well, we talked through that a little bit, mostly we just chatted. So that was really nice. And today I am meeting my daughter in our local town at about 4 o'clock to get some wrapping paper, because I went to do some Christmas wrapping yesterday and realised I didn't have any. And she works for Paper Chase, who have really lovely wrapping paper ordinarily, so I'm going to meet her and take full advantage of her staff discount. So I've got had a bit of a domestic day yesterday, did lots of chores and cleaning, and I did get a chance to finish off the shirt dress that I was making, because I had that little extra bit of fabric from Lamazi. So there's my fabric, but there's my pattern piece. So as you can see, I'm missing, it's about 20 centimetres. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to cut out a piece of this section. This has been no more scientific than literally how much I can fit on. So I've folded across here and just done a chalk line with a 1 centimetre seam allowance. So I'll cut that out, that's folded over, so it's 2 pieces. And then I will do the same thing with this top section from here to the fold, but obviously also adding a seam allowance on, and I'll just see how it works. They are going to be the side panels at the back, so I can see on the wrong side where I've pieced in those fabric sections, where I didn't have enough length, but on the right side I'm not sure that that's particularly noticeable. So I think that was a bit of a success. However, I did the buttonholes yesterday. I had some buttons that I already had in my little back buttons. They've got polka dots on the wrong side. Actually, maybe too much. So I did the buttonholes, and just as I was snipping the threads on one of my buttonholes, I snipped through the dress. I can't find it now. It's probably because I decided to stitch down, there's the facing on the front, and I decided to stitch that down, which it doesn't tell you to do, but I just find otherwise you're just, there's the waistline seam, you stitch it down there and you stitch it down at the shoulder seam up there, but I just hate how they still sort of flap around in between. So I just thought, look, it's black, nobody's even going to notice that that's stitched down, and I just find it a bit easier. So maybe the bit of fabric that I cut is under there somewhere. That's really odd, can't see it. But what I did was, I've got a few things coming from Amazon today, so I added to my Amazon order powder that's sort of heat sensitive, that you use for mending, that kind of thing, little holes and repairs. So I've ordered some of that, which will come at some point today. So I was going to, my plan was to repair it and show you how it went, but I literally cannot find the hole now, so that's amazing. How funny. So yeah, okay, all I've got to do now is just sew the buttons on, so that won't take very long. Can you see there? So while I had things coming from Amazon, I added this to my order. It's Prim Textile Repair Powder. I have seen it in fabric shops, so I think it's fairly widely available. So I've put the powder on. Just going to get a plain black piece, put that down. Okay, so that's the wrong side. And there's the right side. Right, where is it? I think it was, well, there you are. That's good. Can't even tell. Around here somewhere. So I'm quite happy with that. Good thing to know, because it's not the first time I've done something daft like that. Now I've managed to repair the hole in my dress, it's done. I'm pretty pleased with it, actually. I would say the only issue that I've got is that it is a little bit more fitted just around this waist here than I anticipated, and whilst it's absolutely fine to button up, I'm not struggling or anything. I did think that I would wear a long sleeve top underneath it this time of year, and I think that potentially could be a bit of a problem. I mean, it's not tight. I mean, it's not, I mean, I don't have huge boobs, so I don't get the gapey thing really. But I'm not sure I'd fit a polo neck or a crew neck long sleeve top underneath it. Maybe I should try. Okay, so I've just gone and put on the Deer and Doe plantain t-shirt that I made a little while ago in bamboo jersey. I really like this top. In fact, it's one of those that I need to make some more, because I always wanted to get through the washing system quickly. I'm wearing it quite a lot. I think it's probably that bamboo jersey, it's so nice. But yeah, I think this is great. You know me, I'm going to put on a pair of chunky boots with this. My trusty DMs probably. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased. This is exactly what I wanted it to be, and I think this is going to be a great yeah, year-round number, because in the summer with bare legs it's going to be perfect, isn't it? This worked out right in the end. I don't think you can see the patched inside bits, and thank goodness Lamazi Fabrics have that little bit left. So I'm going to go and stick a coat on and pop out to the shops.